Hello everybody, welcome back for StarCraft 2 Action Homestory Cup Group D, Homestory Cup 26. We have Elazer going up against BabyMarine. And we've seen Elazer do a gasless opener, going into roaches, grabbing his gas a little later, and going light on the queens as well, so really reacting to that new patch magic. Which, at the time that this game was played, I think at the end of November, begin December? Like, it's been a while. The new patch just dropped, making those queens a little bit more expensive, the hatchery a little bit cheaper. And the Zergs weren't quite sure how to react to it. How many queens can we still afford? Queens are expensive now. If you lose queens, it's bad, but if you make them and you still get the same out of them, might be okay. But in the end, you do make more queens than hatcheries, so it's a little bit more expensive. But you do make the queen or the most of the hatcheries before the queens. So you kind of get some of that money to spend on drones a little earlier. It kind of ends up just working out. It's noticeable, and I would say it's a nerf, but it's not like... doesn't warrant like a huge shift in gameplay. I think recently we've seen most of the Zergs refer to higher queen counts again, as it's just very stable. Also helps out with the creep spread that, well, you just kind of need it nowadays. Zerg units have been rebalanced to accommodate for creep spread being omnipresent, I would say. If we remember the old creep spread where you could cancel creep tumors, you could... No, you couldn't do it through fog, but you could cancel the creep tumors. It would go further. It would still be like this super, like, neon purple pinkish on the minimap. And of course, on the other side, we have BabyMarine going for the single gas, getting a factory after a nice Reaper. Did do a scout with his SCV, pulls it back, so Elazer is going to get a third base and Elazer again for going an early gas. He's going to go gasless here. And so far he's been doing it with 3 queens. So double queen into one more queen. And we do see double queen into one more queen in the main for now. Let's see if maybe he starts the 4th queen a little later. But prioritizing the drone production. And this Reaper's scouting around. It's like, okay, no creep tumor, double inject, and a hatchery. Now, usually we don't see this for Zergs because they can't spend the larva anyways, so then they go for the creep tumor, plus you like creep spread. But now, since we don't get the gas, we have a little bit more minerals. Oh, BabyMarine gets the clicks on the creep tumor. Nice job. So I'm not sure if I mentioned, but Elazer was doing these gasless builds against Ryung as well. Seemed solid, but didn't have too much luck playing into Ryung. But Serral definitely did have a good time playing against Ryung, although their match, which was I think my last video, was of course a little different because the stakes were different. They were both already through, although at the end, or in the end, Ryung really wanted to win in hindsight because he had to play versus Maru in round 1. 2 Vitality Terran players. Having to face off, we see 3rd CC for BabyMarine finishing up. He's sending his Hellions across the map. Let's see if he keeps these at home. No, he does not. The Overlord sees everything, and a Banshee is underway with Cloak. Hellions run into the natural here with the Reaper. They do get some drone kills. And I see no Zerglings for Elazer. 2 of his queens are just chilling down there. And I don't know if he just forgot to hotkey them or what is up here, but something is going wrong here for Elazer. Didn't get the wall either. Oh no, the Roach Warren is done, but he's not making any roaches either. Because he knows that if I lose drones here, I just need to make more drones, but he's lost 16 drones. 17 drones. I mean, this is just a game where you are allowed to leave. Oh my god, Elazer finds his queens again. Maybe he was like, okay, there should be a Banshee flying in, so I'm gonna keep my queens over there. Oh, this was ugly. This went from bad to worse real fast. This feels like one of my ladder games, honestly. Like, it's the first ladder game of the day, and you play a Terran that has already played, like, let's say 4 games. So he's not, like, jaded and tilted yet. He's just, like, playing some StarCraft. And so he's hitting his Hellion run-bys. He's hitting all his stuff, and you're, like, kind of like, right, new Queen order. Okay, I don't make my gas yet. Do I drone or Overlord? Like, you're still a little bit, you know, struggling. As the Zerg here, Elazer losing more drones here. 24 drones have been lost. They're equal in the worker counts, but that's not going to hold true for long. BabyMarine, of course, has all of those mules as well, so he's already ahead in income. We can see those arrows pointing towards BabyMarine between the numbers. And he's really skyrocketing in gas and also getting ahead of Elazer in the mineral income. What is Elazer thinking about now? He's getting Carapace with his roaches. Is he going to go back for Ultralisk and or Lingbane? Or does he just prefer the Carapace on the roaches? He hasn't really seen if it's bio or mech yet. Oh, he has actually seen that it is indeed bio, so that makes Carapace extra good. Double Cloaked Banshee coming in. And they are just going to click down a couple of these droners. Take some damage from the queens. Do we have an Overseer here? No, we do not. There is a Spore, though. There's double Spore in the main, even. Where's that Overseer? Oh, the Overseer is coming in. This Queen does survive. And these Banshees wreak some havoc, but only 3 kills in the Banshees. I think losing 2 drones and a Queen there. It's, honestly, tough position here for Elazer's creep spread is completely shite. Look at this creep spread. Or the lack of creep spread here. 2 Hellions try to go in. The Roaches and the Queen are ready. More pops on those Banshees from the Queens. But the Banshees do stay alive. We see combat shields coming in. We already have Stim on the field and a decent bio army as well. 1-1 about to finish. The medevacs are out, and this is going to be a pretty painful push here from BabyMarine. Let's see if Elazer can do anything against that. Actually, he's just building bunkers and defending. He's like, no, I expect you to all-in me right now. But Elazer, he's droned back up to 47 drones, which, honestly, quite insane. Do you see Zergling speed now finally starting? Around 7 minutes. 4th base is going to get denied, but a different 4th base is going up. Love that double expansion. After your first 3 bases, it just seems so key. If they both go up, you have a macro hatch, basically. Ling Ravager without Ling speed looks a little weird. We do have the Carapace here. This Ravager waddles away, gets his ass out of there. And Elazer staying alive. Has a decent worker count now, but what is his composition going to be against this monster army of BabyMarine? It's the only way that Elazer could catch up in the worker count is by having a lower army count, maybe investing a little less in upgrades or other tech progression. We do see Vipers now coming out, but they are not going to be in time to deal with these siege tanks. And what is BabyMarine going to do? He walks into the base center of Elazer, formerly known as the field center, and he just stims in to win. The Zerglings come in the front. The Hellbats don't get the best shots, but they do clear up all of the Lings. The Corrosive Bowels do go down on the siege tanks. Nice hits by Elazer, but the bio just keeps streaming, and there is more Banelings coming in, but no Baneling speed, so BabyMarine can kite this out because there is no creep at all. And the Roach Warren does go down. No more Roach Warren or Roaches can be built here. There's only a couple of Banelings, but they can get clicked down by BabyMarine. He clicks them down. Nice kiting here, but this bio is getting a little red. But these medevacs still have some juice left in the tank. Now the Ravagers do get the shots, and they start killing bio finally. Maybe a little bit of target fire as well. These drones running away from the double Banshee harassment at the bottom there, even killing the hatchery. And Elazer back on 3 bases, so even though he stays alive, his position has just gotten worse in all realities. 3 more tanks moving across the map. 2-2 halfway done. Chitinous Blading only just starting. +2 Carapace might finish before the big clash, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Anybody remembers Clash Elazer? Oh, some drones run into the Terran army. That's why getting this base center is so good. Lings get on top of 1 tank. Lings get on top of a 2nd tank. Ultralisks come out as well. And they start chomping on that bio that did deny the +2 Carapace, and that is pretty big, because 2-2 is about to finish for the Terran, and Carapace is by far the most important upgrade for the Zerg against bio play from the Terran. Elazer does stay alive once again. No creep spread again. And, I mean, any Zerg playing this game probably feels pretty bad, and Elazer confirms our thoughts. He tries moving across the map, going for one last-ditch effort. Chitinous plating isn't quite done, and Adrenal Glands isn't quite done. More Ultralisk and Lings streaming out. But this drop on the right side is gonna wreak a lot of havoc. Elazer is not in position to deal with 2 split armies. And only some Lingbane and Ultra, they could blow all of this up. They actually go into the medevac and just get out of there. And this big army is now gonna walk into the 4th base here that's stockpiled full of drones. But the drones will evacuate. The base will get clicked down with a big backbone of siege tanks as well. These drops, Elazer just has no way of dealing with it. He has a Viper. He has 1 Viper. Now you could do with a couple more to try and deal with this amount of medevacs. Maybe even just Blinding Clouds. But Vipers are a little slow. They have to regen mana by sucking on a hatchery or a geyser or an evo chamber or what have you. Ultralisks are in the front. They do have the armor upgrade, but they do not have the +2 Carapace. Elazer hasn't restarted any of those upgrades, and he does clean up this top army. A fight in the bottom as well. Those Banelings barely do not connect on all of the Marines. If we look at the supply, BabyMarine is running away with it. Oh, these Widow Mines get acceptable hits, I want to say. But Elazer, only 77 army supply. Now just rebuilding his 4th, trying to get that 5th back. This Viper's not gaining energy. And this Liberator being an annoyance. 31 drones have been lost in this game. And I don't know where Elazer can still dig for more in this game. Can he hold on any longer? I think he needs to get some crazy counter damage done, but versus planetary fortresses, it's going to be pretty difficult. You have to commit a lot of Ultras or Banelings or something. And Elazer just moving in here. A bunch of the BabyMarine army now kind of chilling here now. Becomes a flank. And a bit of a weird fight, but Elazer doesn't lose his very expensive Ravagers here. That can be very important. For every second that Elazer holds on, BabyMarine is getting closer to max. And after that, any improvement in the supply of Elazer is going in the favor of Elazer. But, ooh, 2-2 is coming up here for Elazer as well. Plus 4 Infestors. Oh, Blinding Cloud on the Bio army, but it just stims out. Not enough army from Elazer here to force BabyMarine back. If you had a clump of Banes there, they can't stim into you. But Elazer does not have a lot of army left remaining. 45 army supply. These Liberators, just relentless, cruel destruction of Elazer's worker lines and army. Meaning that Elazer has to tap out here, and G to the G is called. BabyMarine takes game number 1 against Elazer in the Homestory Cup Group D, Homestory Cup 26. And that was honestly pretty solid by BabyMarine, but a bit of a non-game after losing 24 drones in the first, like, 7 minutes. It's all just an exercise of making more units and attacking, and the numbers will just always be in BabyMarine's favor unless he really messes up, and we didn't really see Elazer find any harassment into any of the bases of BabyMarine, like take any like huge trades, like killing a medevac full of units, maybe killing a Liberator without it even getting to siege. Like those wins you need to keep taking, Gedling or Burrow, Baneling Burrow some Banelings, get a huge hit on the Marines. Like, I don't know what you need, but you need something big. And Elazer wasn't able to find enough big wins to get back into this game. And of course, the creep spread says it all. This was just very rough. Let's see if Elazer can adapt. Game number 2. After game number 2, we load up into Amygdala, which is, of course, the map with these golden minerals in the middle. These infested rocks. Rocks on the golden minerals as well. It's It's a pretty interesting map. It has led to mostly passive games, I want to say. But I recently saw, I think, Max Pex versus Dark. This is a gnarly spot to get attacked into. Well, let's see if Elazer, this time around, can maybe not lose 20 plus drones in the early game. I think that would be optimal for seeing a competitive game between these two players. But it can happen, honestly. It can just happen. Ooh, BabyMarine, what is this? Pulling a Ryung here. Ryung versus Cyril, making some proxy barracks. Maybe this is, in the Terran eye, a very, very good Zerg map. And BabyMarine is going to go for 2 barracks. No gas just yet. So is this going to be a similar build to what Ryung did versus Cyril? Maybe he saw Ryung do it and then was like, I'm going to do that as well. Or because they were playing these series probably at the same time, so maybe they did it independently from one another. This SCV. Is he going to build another barracks here? Dude, he's getting an orbital and a refinery. So I guess it's a 2 racks that isn't too committed, and he'll try and play it out after. Ooh, but these SCVs, they want to get a bunker that's in range of the hatchery. The first Marine does spawn. Elazer, oh, sees the SCVs coming now, and the Marine. So everything is known to Elazer now, but he doesn't know how many barracks there are. He does see 2 Marines, but that doesn't tell you much, because the third one could just be walking up right now. A spine gets started, and these Marines are clicking down drones. Oh, these drones, oh my god, that's a lot of drone kills. An SCV goes down, another SCV. Both the SCVs went down. Both of the SCVs got killed, and Elazer, with just that move, just clicking the SCVs, defends. Because there is no way that these Marines can challenge the spine plus 2 queens. Now the Lynx running across. Now I wouldn't hate just seeing more drones out of Elazer right now. 8 Lynx are going to stream across the map and see if they can get anything done. Do see a command center starting up here and a factory. The BabyMarine is not going to make any additional units for a little while here. Meaning that Elazer can just drone, get a third base in whichever location he prefers. And enjoy full map control for a little bit. Especially if he elects to go into some Zergling speed as well. Oh, these Lynx are here. Does he want to catch these Marines? It does look like it. Oh, but these Lynx are a little bit earlier than the rest, but still decent surround. BabyMarine goes for the kiting. And we do see these Lynx trying to click down the Marines, and it's a trade after. And I think maybe 1 Marine or 1 Zergling will survive. 1 Marine with 15 health remaining. He'll be limping along for the rest of his life, but he'll definitely get a purple heart or 2. And Elazer goes for third base and starts up a gas as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Roach Warren here. Let's see what BabyMarine's doing behind this. He has the second base almost on location. He's turning it into an orbital. He's going to fly it over. He has enough SCVs to mine from it. And he's starting a starport as well. We see a reactor on the factory. And a third CC almost done. Oh my. BabyMarine is going to be pretty set economically, I want to say. So Elazer, like his third base is a little later even. I don't know if BabyMarine has the balls to fly it over. And just start mining from it as well, but that would be pretty good. First 2 Hellions are coming in. This SCV just checking out where the base of Elazer has been located. And now he can kind of, by process of elimination, guess that it's over here. I guess Elazer could have used his Lynx to clear these rocks and go for a gold base. That would have been an interesting gambit, but it's only 6 patches, I think. And this Overlord does see that the orbital has landed, but that's all he sees. Ooh, a medevac is coming out. We're going for a Hellion drop. That is interesting. I guess you do get across this map a little faster with a medevac because of the center area being a little strange. It's kind of like a river in Dota 2 or League. And Elazer, 41 drones. He's actually making roaches and ravagers and moving across the map. So he is not thinking about an economic lead. He's thinking about killing his opponent or doing a lot of damage. And this drop is moving in. Oh, this Overlord spots it right away. There's already a queen, second queen coming in as well. And this... Ooh, little does BabyMarine know that he's about to be attacked, and now he is being attacked. He'd probably rather have dropped the Hellions to kill a couple drones, and now he goes in with the Hellions again, making sure that the Lings have to stay at home so they can't reinforce the Ravagers and the Roaches in the front. But in the front, the Ravagers are just busting through. All we have... Oh my god, that was a huge hit! With the Corrosive Biles just killing almost half of those Marines. These SCVs just may not back to base, buddy. We have a siege tank. It's gonna get clicked! Oh, BabyMarine didn't quite get to load it up, and the Corrosive Biles kill that siege tank that tried to siege a little bit too far forward. And now these Roaches, Ravagers, and now even the Speedlings with speed coming in. Doesn't matter how many drones you kill, 12 drones with the Hellions, but... Or even a little less, because he also killed drones with the proxy racks, but there are so many Zerglings and Ravagers. Nice clicks on the Ravagers, honestly, by BabyMarine. But there's just too many Lings. The SCVs die, and Elazer holds off a proxy racks. Not as convincing as Cyril did it, but still holds it off fairly convincingly. And then just goes for the jugular, and in fact, BabyMarine did have the balls to land that third orbital. Love it. But that does mean that we go to a final third game for this best of 3. Let's see who can take it all. And for our final game, we load up into Ley Lines. Now, I hear you thinking, what does this match matter? Cyril and Ryung are through. I'll tell you why it matters. Because 9th through 12th, I think, basically the people who barely didn't make it out of groups, they get paid. They get paid 100 euros. It's not dollars, that's euros. And everybody else that gets bottom 3 in the group does not get paid a dime. So, this is basically a 100 euro money match. I think it's euros. So let's see what these players bring out. They are both out of the tournament, but they can still get a nice little... Well, it's not a payday, it's just some beer money. But it's better than nothing, especially if you went all the way over to Krefeld just to play some StarCraft. Have fun. It's nice to get a little reimbursement for your troubles. BabyMarine, go in for that gas before barracks, so gas first. Elazer electing to go for the gasless expand once again. Has been doing the same opener. And mixed results so far, I want to say. BabyMarine not going for that proxy racks once again. I do like the ballsiness on this guy. That Italian temperament in a Terran player. I mean, we see it in Gabe as well. They've got the guts to get far in some of these tournaments. Reaper's coming out, and sooner rather than later I'm going to expect that factory to pop up as well. BabyMarine's just doing a solid Reaper expand with a slightly faster factory because of that gas timing. Let's see what gets out there. Marine is being built now. Gonna see the factory coming out. Yes, yes. He builds it from the depot, SCV. Elazer goes out for a third base. Is gonna snag it before this Reaper has anything to say about it. And 2 queens are gonna come out here. This Reaper hits the hatchery because it was on a move. Announces its presence to Elazer. Elazer's gonna start up a 3rd queen. And these queens will make sure that this Reaper can't really stand there and shoot down all of their poor, cute drones. In the meanwhile, more drones are being produced. BabyMarine going for that 3rd CC. Let's see where the Overlord is from Elazer. Overlord and Marine aren't going to see each other just yet. And the factory and the barracks will swap over. to give that factory the reactor. Get some Hellions out on starport. It's being started up right away. So we've seen BabyMarine do a pretty similar build every game, getting a decently fast starport, and doing a Hellion drop, going for Banshees. I mean, ignoring the proxy racks, of course. And this Overlord wants to get in there, sees a Marine, and he's like, do I want to sacrifice this Overlord? He doesn't get to see anything. He does see an a Hellion leave now. So he knows a little bit. We do see the Roach Warren and a Laser. I wouldn't hate having an Evo here and just blocking it with a Queen. And that is what he's going to do. Throws down the Evo, puts a Queen there, hold position. And as long as the Reaper doesn't get like a good bomb. Oh, and he goes for a second Evo. Nice job. So the bomb doesn't do much. Two drones do go down in the end there. That hurts, but 2 drones is not 20 plus. So I think a Laser for now can still be A-okay with this position. The Queens try to target down a Hellion. 2 Evos go down to block in these drones. That also means they're offenders, or the spooky flamethrower buggies, can't take down the rest of the drones behind the Evo walls. Now the Roaches are coming out. And 10 more drones are being fired up. BabyMarine behind that. Only 36 SCVs. That's actually quite low. But I guess a gasless opener for Zerg does give you a good amount of drones. Maybe you missed a couple SCVs. I'm not sure. Now we do see Bio coming in. And BabyMarine goes back for... Oh my god, the Hellions get in again? Are you kidding me? Cloak Banshees are going to follow this up, and we see 10 drones dying here. 11, 12, 13. And a Banshee's also going to fly in. There's no Spore here. Oh my god, it's on A move. It clicks a gas, ruining the element of surprise. But still, getting 2 drone kills, 3 drone kills. And now has to get out, but Cloak is about to finish. We do see a Spire coming up here for a Laser. So he can hunt those Banshees down soon. And he's gonna get some Mutas, which BabyMarine hasn't fought against yet in this series. They're also just not that common versus Terran nowadays. Ooh, look at this forward creep spread. Would be nice to see some creep tumors. Now we see the double Banshee, but a Laser has seen them. They are cloaked. Are they going to get some more drones? Yes, they are. At least 1. That's 2. And the Queen is here. I mean, the Queen doesn't mind soaking a little bit of damage if we have Transfuse. We do have the Transfuse. Oh, 1 Queen does go down. Minus 175. Feels bad, man. But the drones are alive. 70 drones for a Laser and a 4th base. It's going to go down. Oh, these Roaches. Wow. They cancel a depot. Might get another RCV here. That's a really interesting run by just 2 Roaches. They don't even have speed. Now 11 Mutmuts are out. Ooh, these Roaches didn't quite get to take down that Marine. And 1 Marine does die to the Roach. That was so weird. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barracks here for BabyMarine. Already has Stim on the map. 1 halfway done, and Comet Shields is coming in, but 11 meters are on the map. They're flying across, and what can BabyMarine do here against those Mutmuts? I think these Mutmuts are going to keep him at home, unless they fly into the Marines here. Oh, what? They do? What? What's happening here? The Mutmuts kill the Marines? I guess no Comet Shields matters a lot, because there was Stim, but there was no Medivacs and no Comet Shields, and the Laser's like, I've done the math, and I know this wins. I would have flown away. I would be so scared of Stim Marines. But apparently, I've been shell-shocked, because that was far from the truth. A Laser with his, well, 9 as Mutas now, just knew that he could take down all of those Marines, and I think even BabyMarine was shocked by that. Because he just lost a lot of his Marines. These Mutas now fighting into Stim Marines with healing, so that makes it a lot worse. Marine, or Zergling speed is about to finish up, and a Laser has such a big army, and still the Mutas as well. Oh, these Banshees have been caught out now. The Mutas will clean them up. The third base has been lifted up. And BabyMarine, for the first time in the series, loses a base. I guess he lost the natural kind of in the second game as well. Ooh, nice stim in. Gets to click all of these roaches. They are tanky, but they're also slow without the roach speed upgrade. And now the Mutas are going to come back here. Let's see what these buddies want to do. I guess they're just going to fly into this natural. I don't know if BabyMarine's ready for it. He does have one turret. And, ooh, some more Marines as well. We get one SCV kill. And that's going to be it for now. Decent Muta clump. And almost +1 air as well. They could fight a couple of these Marines. And they do. Dude, Elazer's so aggressive. Now he gets on top of the siege tanks. They are completely undefended by the anti-air of BabyMarine. And a little misclick, but Elazer will go back for it. Kills all of those siege tanks. That just makes it so difficult for BabyMarine. Because Elazer right now could just make mass roaches. Because there's no siege tanks. Only a couple marauders. It's actually quite difficult to fight into that many roaches then. But that's not what is happening. Elazer is going for a Ling Bane, and a lot of Marines are walking up here. Oh my god, the Lings get aggro. Do they run into the bio that is stimmed? They slaughter a lot of Lings and all of the Banelings that were still building. Elazer, are you going to sack this fourth, or are you going to try and defend it with pure Ling? Oh my god, all of the drones are going to go down. BabyMarine stims again, lose a lot of health there. And now Elazer, he's looking for the wraparound. We have some Broodlings here as well. The Mutas and the Lings just jump on top of this army. We have Banelings as well. Mutas getting targeted down. Only 4 Mutas left on the field, and the supplies are now dead even. That was a lot of losses there for Elazer. He does get to click down this medevac, and all of the units are in there. Oh, I don't know what this SCV is doing here, but that one got dropped, whereas the rest of the army died. The army supplies are even, and the worker counts are even, meaning that we have to favor BabyMarine here a little bit. He also has great upgrades. The best upgrades. Real tough guys. And now these Mutas flying across the map once again. Trying to get something done. If they can jump into the main, disrupt the production here. BabyMarine doesn't have a lot to stop that. Does have a decent amount of Marines here. Oh, the Mutas don't fire. And BabyMarine even gets a counterattack angle. That is quite crazy. But there's a lot of Ling Bane here. Luckily, there's enough medevacs to stop that. These Mutas want to get something done, but they're kind of stuck now. That's a little awkward. Elazer, he's making more Mutas. And he does have 5 bases worth of gas now. When this finishes up, he can really get that gas mining going, get more Mutas. Shades of Elazer versus Scarlet versus Bomber, where the meta was just to make a lot of Mutas with 2/2 upgrades. Never go into Hive. It was just impossible back then. You just see the Terran go up to 3/3 and the Zerg just being like, I don't know, dude. I don't know what a Hive is. What is a Hive even? Even though Infestors were great. They were just too gas expensive, I guess. I also think you didn't have medevac boost yet, so it was easier to get value with the medevacs or with the Mutas, and the Mutas are getting this value. Oh my god! We've all played that ladder game where you have like 5 Mutas and somehow you don't have anything to do, so you're just microing them. And they just keep finding value, and you just visibly see your opponent making missteps because you are pulling them out of position and grabbing their attention away from what they should be doing. But that means BabyMarine has a 4th base. Elazer is caught back up. He's in a comfortable position. Oh, those are burrowed Banelings on top of, or at the bottom of the ramp. That is interesting. And Elazer goes in. The Mutas finally come back together. And Lings and Banes get on top of the army. The medevacs do lift them up. Oh, a lot of Mutas go into the Marines here. Oh, the move commands hurt my eyes. But the 4th base does go down. Elazer can't be too happy with that. But he's making a lot more Banelings at home. He knows that a possible counterattack is coming, but the Mutas can make this a pretty difficult prospect for BabyMarine. because he needs to pull back with enough Marines to stop these Mutas from doing damage, or he has to guarantee himself some damage, and he's going to do that by doing a double prong attack of his own. Oh, the Lings and the Banes, they run in. They get a decent connection with the Banes here, but still a lot of army left in the medevacs. The 5th base gets clicked down. And maybe, oh, the Widowmines don't kill the bio by hitting the Broodlings. These Mutas even cleaning up the entire 4th base of BabyMarine, and that feels good for Elazer. He still has this gold base, and he now kills this army off with the help of these traitor Widowmines. And these Mutas, look at the attention that these Mutas are getting. Yes, the Muttmutts are doing God's work, or at least the Swarm's work. And no hive yet, no infestation pit, so Elazer is on high or lair tech and is just sticking to it for now. But now these Widowmines are being very annoying. Maybe he can get a couple clicks. He can click the supply depot. He can click a couple SCVs. Or because the Mutas stack on top of each other in the air. Oh my god, a lot of overlords going down there. Elazer supply blocked actually because of all of these misrallied overlords. These Lings, they're trying to get in here. He does have Burrow, didn't shift click it. And these Lings try to get a couple kills here in the Nat. These Mutas. Oh, we have Lings and Mutas here on top of the army of BabyMarine. BabyMarine lifts up, tries to get away at the bottom. He's also doing an attack at the 4th base. Those drones have to get out there. The base gets clicked down, but the Mutas are clicking down all of these medevacs, and a lot of this army is going to go down. None of the Lings want to have anything to do with that. And all of this bio dies with the medevacs as well. What a slobber knocker of a game. Both players are just punching each other in the face, just on the nose. And both of them have already broken their nose twice, somehow. And they are just, like, looking at each other. What's up, tough guy? And they have, like, blood coming out of their nose, out of their lips, you know. Oh my god, this is such a gnarly position with these Widowmines. These Mutas can't get caught. But these Marines and Marauders, they can click down the drones from there. Mutas go for the fight without the ground support, so some of the Mutas are getting killed here. Only +1 Mutas going against the 2-2 or 3-2 bio, actually. Oh, and they run into a PF. That's a gnarly position. The Banes get move commanded. Very nice job by Elazer, and he clicks down the PF. Oh, forces a scan as well here. The Mutas get on top of the mostly Marauder army, because all of the Marines are dead. Some of the Lings try to get into that PF, but I mean, a Planetary Fortress is still pretty good. Marauders trying to hold the fort here. They might have to lay on their backs to shoot the Mutalisk, and a little Marine Corps does come up. They have 3-3 and medevacs, so maybe they can get something done. There's still one Baneling here, but I don't know. Like, one Baneling isn't enough to kill the Marines, but it definitely will soften them up. We do have one Widowmanier in this mineral line, taking care of some of the drones. 70 drones for Elazer. He needs to check his drone count. Just hover over the top right, see how many drones he has. The main base of BabyMarine is flying away and is going to try and get this middle base. It's not a gold base here. Oh, these Mutas try to get a response. Boom! And that was a nice hit. Look at all of these Marines. They're softened up, but they're also 3-3. Oh, the Widowmines! He tries to drag them on top of the Marines. Now move commences Mutas onto the Marines and loses a lot of Mutalisk here. How many Mutas has he lost? 18 Mutalisk. This game have been lost. These Banelings try to get on top of the bio. This bio is so red. Any shots from any unit can kill any of this bio. But BabyMarine, he seems to be holding on. More Marines are coming in. Decent hits from the Widowmines on, well, both friendly and enemy units. And this base still hasn't landed. Nice Burrow Link, keeping Elazer in this. 70 workers to 70 workers should favor BabyMarine a little bit, especially because he has better upgrades. We do have +2 for the Mutas, but it's only 11 Mutas. Can he do something with that? I guess he can harass this base if he knows about it, but he doesn't. Well, he saw it flying with the Link, probably. Oh, this base has to be evacuated. Elazer not on top of that. Loses a couple drones again. How many Banelings does he have? I see 3 Banelings on the counter, and that is not enough. With all of these Widowmines, the Lings and the Mutas... Oh my god! All of the Mutas go down, and with that, Elazer's hopes and dreams of getting the 100 buckaroos. Hero Marine claims the 2-1 victory over Elazer. But Elazer still gets the $100 because his map score is better than BabyMarine. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. But BabyMarine gets a mental victory. And if they are lads, if they are friends, I'm sure that Elazer will treat him to a drink or two. Dude, oh man. All those mutas dying at the end there to those Widow Mines. Holy moly. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this last best of 3 from the group stages D for Homestory Cup 26. We still have group C, B, and A. So I'm going to slowly go through those, I think, because there's not really any other tournaments that I can cover right now, except for the Thermal 2v2 Cup that will be happening on the March of 9th. Be sure to catch it live on Thermal stream, and maybe some replay casts after on my channel. If you want to see more StarCraft, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.